All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Business Showcase series. Today I'm joined by
Dr. Shannon McEwen.
Dr. Shannon McEwen, and we are at
Upper Beach Health and Wellness.
Awesome. Shannon, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Thank
you
you
as
for
well.
having me in.
Thanks for coming.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell me a little bit about what you do here at the clinic and where we are.
All right. We are at the corner of Woodbine and Girard in the Upper Beach, and we are a multidisciplinary health clinic that focuses on the individual. So we have a variety of therapists here. We have chiropractors, physiotherapy, registered massage therapy, acupuncture, Chinese medicine, mental health counseling, pelvic floor physiotherapy. So here we have our team that really works together to help the people who are coming in achieve optimal health.
Wow, so you do a lot of different things.
We do a lot, and we really do take a team approach. Like often if somebody comes in for one, we'll really work together
Yes.
to help make sure everyone's getting to be where they want to be.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's the best way to do it is like look at it from a holistic perspective as opposed to just one thing.
Yep,
That's
absolutely.
amazing. Yeah.
Especially now with during the pandemic there's many layers to injuries. So someone may come in with like neck pain, but then we talk about stress, we talk about strain, we talk about many different things that could be influencing a physical presentation of physical discomfort and where it else could be coming from in the body.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And I think, like you said, I mean, this pandemic kind of created a lot of stresses and cracks that can now propagate if you don't kind of address them, you know, in time.
From different angles. And every person is a different person, and you know, it might be incorporating, maybe someone needs to talk, maybe someone needs touch, maybe someone just needs some support and encouragement with an exercise program. So it's looking at every individual that comes in on how can we help you specifically, because what may help you may not help the next person.
Yeah, fair enough. Really cool. So tell me, how did you get started? Like, how long have you been here? And
we've been here for 9 years in this location as Upper Beach Health. I've been in practice. This is my 20th year of practice.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. So this sort of started as an accident. I lived down the street and used to go to Pilates in the neighborhood, and I just wanted to have something local because my friends live around here, my neighbors live around here, and everyone. At the time I was practicing downtown and was like, it'd be really great to have something local. And I stumbled across this space by an accident and didn't really have intentions of starting a business or a practice, and just was looking for a space for me. And I walked into this space and I walked in and I saw it. I saw my vision that I didn't even know I had, and from the day I saw it to the day I opened, I think was 2 months.
Wow. So you took immediate action, basically.
Oh yeah. I jumped in 2 feet in over my head, and I remember actually our 9-year anniversary, going into our 10th year, will be April 3rd.
Oh, like this April?
This April,
oh,
like
in a week.
In a week. And I remember sitting here on the first day that we opened, sitting at the desk, I was like, this is crazy. And then the phone rang and I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And I just froze. And the first patient booked within an hour of us being open, and here we are 9 years later. So
that was like word of mouth, basically? Like at the beginning, was that the majority of your
signage? And the first thing I did when I opened was send out postcards to the neighborhood, just to be like, hey, we're coming.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Come by if you want to talk.
Yeah, but it's been good. This neighborhood is incredible. They're really supportive. It's very encouraging. What's really cool, it's a lot of female business owners on this strip. So a lot of the businesses are female owned, which we've all worked really well together to support each other. And then we have the neighborhood association as well, because we're not part of a BIA.
Okay.
And the neighborhood association from day one was so great with us. So
got it. So take me through the process of like a new client, for example. Let's say I was interested in joining you. Are you taking on like new people? Are you accepting?
Yeah, absolutely. We're always here to help people. Okay. So always when somebody new comes to our clinic, if you're going to call in, we would discuss like, what are your goals? What are you looking for? Because someone may call in and say, I have low back pain. And low back pain can be treated from multiple of our therapists. So We look at what are your goals? What would you like to achieve? Or sometimes it's someone's hurt their back today and they need to get in today, and they will see whoever we can put them in. But all of us would work together.
Got it.
So then you come in, and no matter who you see, you always have a thorough initial assessment where we talk about what happened, why are you in discomfort. We try to problem solve the pain, not just put a Band-Aid on it. So we'll look at, how did you hurt yourself? How long have you been hurting yourself? Did you hurt yourself for? What does it feel like? What provokes the pain? What makes you feel better? And then we'll do an assessment, watch you move, then go into a treatment plan of telling you what we think is happening, and then give you options for treatment. Okay. And then, of course, treat you to make you feel better.
Got it.
The goal is to make you smile as you exit the door.
Yeah.
Hobble in and skip out, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's nice when there's like good positive energy, and and in this space you can tell you've made it so that it is positive, and when you walk in.
Yeah, that was really my goal of this space, is when people came in that they felt welcome, because this neighborhood is very much a residential community, and it feels like a small town in the big city. So it has a really nice feel. It's like Cheers. Everybody knows your name, and you smile. You see each other at the coffee shop or, at the cafe or restaurants. And so when people come in here, we have neighbors bumping into each other. So it really does have this really nice sense of community here. And that was my goal with this space.
That's awesome. And you mentioned you're expanding, so business is going well.
Business is going well, and our landlord kindly renovated our basement for us. So hopefully in the coming weeks that we'll be able to expand to the basement, where we have another 1,000 square feet of treatment space.
Wow.
And then add in some more. Our goals are to add some new therapies, so offering some courses here, like pre and postnatal courses. We have 2 of our therapists here that are running a program for expectant mothers and taking them through the process of the different trimesters. We have another physio who wants to bring in a reformer Pilates machine, so doing rehab through Pilates. And then just trying to expand and offer more things so we can really become that one-stop shop for the neighborhood.
That's pretty cool. Do you find it difficult to manage so many different, doctors or professionals?
Sometimes, it's overwhelming. But, from day one, at the end of the day, I own the business. Yeah. But I'm not successful as an individual. It really is about the team, and I have a really amazing team here, from the support that we have through Amber and Jen, who run our front desk, and through all the other therapists here. We have 14 therapists that work here, and we all come to each other for support. And I guess at the end of the day, I make the decisions, but I would never just be like, nope, this is a decision. It's really discussed and working together, because that's what's going to make everybody successful.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you're nothing without your team.
100%.
And
I'm very blessed with the people that we have here. Like we're, how we brainstorm and problem solve. And like I said, our goal here is really to help the people that come in here. So if one of us is stumped on a problem, it's like, as a chiropractor, I may go to our Chinese medicine acupuncturist and say, hey, this patient's saying this, but from a physical standpoint, this doesn't make sense to me. What do you think? So to have their perspective is really amazing. Or, I'm really stumped on this, and send them to physio, and then the physio can take a different approach. So it's really great to have different people that we can talk to.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. So let me ask you this. What would you say was the biggest challenge for you starting this business up?
Oh man, confession, I had no business plan. I really did just dive to fit in over my head. But I think I just knew the feel of what I wanted. And I had experience for 11 years working in other practices. So I learned a lot from other places I worked at, like some good stuff, some bad stuff. I wanted to make sure that people who worked here were compensated well. I never wanted this to feel, at the end of the day, this is a business. But number one, it's healthcare. And I really wanted, when people came in here, that they didn't feel like they were walking into a business, that it really was walking into an experience that was a positive experience for them. So it's establishing that feeling. And then, as you go along, it's learning like banking. What's a business bank account? How do you look up a point of sale machine? Deciding on programs on how to do your accounting, finding accountants, finding bookkeepers, finding the people that make the signs for us. So my goal was always keep it local, because in this community from, East York, this east end of Toronto, we have so many different businesses and people that can support our business. So that was always my priority.
Okay. So now that you're a veteran, business veteran, right? A decade. I mean, that's
almost,
no joke, right?
Yeah.
What would you do you have any advice for maybe somebody who's thinking about starting up their own? Like, would your advice be like have a business plan, or is it better to just go in 2 feet first and just figure it out?
I have no idea. I feel like if you just stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
And for me, it was always about being realistic. Like I'm a little bit cautious with money. So what I didn't want to do is dive in so deep and start with so much debt that I was constantly climbing out. So when we first opened, I had significantly less than what we have now. And then, a year into the business, as we started to make some money, then I got to buy the electric tables that go up and down. I set my goal was my first month or 2 was to be able to pay my bills, pay rent, pay hydro, and then everything above that was like golden. So for me, I definitely was a little bit cautious going into it. But I think at the end of the day, if you just stay true to what you believe and what you want to offer, then you can be successful.
So start small. Don't kind of get in too far over your head.
That was my approach.
Yeah.
And again, that was my comfort level, where I have friends have opened up beautiful giant practices, and they're equally as successful as our businesses. It's just a very different business. So my approach was a little bit more like tiptoey cautious, but said I had no plan, but I'm happy with how we've progressed.
Where you are now.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So tell me, what are you doing now for advertising? You have Facebook, Instagram?
We're getting better at Instagram. We're trying. So we're doing our best with it. Facebook, same with Facebook and Instagram. We're trying to take more like seeing our faces and showing what we do here. So people, when they're trying to find us, they can actually see our faces and realizing that's what people want to see is, what do you look like? What do you do? What do you sound like?
Yeah.
A lot of our referral business here is all word of mouth. We really don't advertise. When we partnered with the dental office that just opened across the street right as COVID, because we were closed for 3 months. So as the COVID restrictions were lifting in 2020, we did another mail out just to be like, hey, everybody, we're here. But for the most part, our approach is really, it's word of mouth.
Got it. And like this cross promotion between other businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. We definitely support our other businesses in this area.
Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Do you have anything you want to leave our listeners with? Any kind of words of wisdom?
Oh, so many. Deep thoughts with Shannon. No, I think like there's a lot of really great, obviously I love my clinic and I love what we offer here, and there's a lot of great clinics in this neighborhood, in the different communities around here. And it's finding what works for you. And if you feel somewhere that you're not getting the service that you need or your goals aren't being met, there's other options. And I think sometimes people don't realize that especially with healthcare, is if their doctor said, oh, you should go to see, this clinic, that they feel obligated they have to do that. And at the end of the day, it's your health, so you have choice. And if you're not feeling the way you want to, know that there's options out there, whether it's with us, with others. For here, if we can't help you, we'll always help you find something that maybe is better suited for you, or maybe we're not capable of assessing certain things. So
okay, very, very nice. I really like the holistic approach, and like you said, if I can't figure out what I know, maybe somebody else in the clinic could.
You can't know everything,
Exactly.
And there's really great minds. We're in a really wonderful city where there's a lot of people who can offer different services, and even within my clinic, I know a lot, but I don't know everything, and I'm very really comfortable with my approach, but I know somebody may be able to offer something different. So really looking at the holistic approach of a person this isn't about me and being like, ooh, you're my patient, I'm going to keep you. This is really about, hey, I want to make you feel better. How do I make you feel better? This isn't working. All right, let's explore something else. So that's always been my approach since day one, and it's worked.
It's worked.
So
yeah. Like with anything, if you approach it with good positive energy,
absolutely,
that's what you'll get back.
Absolutely.
Amazing. And you make people feel good, so I'm sure...
We try our best. We always, sometimes it's pretty amazing to watch somebody come in so much pain. You can read it in their body language, and you read it in their face, or you just see it, the sound of their voice. It's awful, and you feel so bad. Yeah. And then you just do... it might be a light treatment, it might be talking, it might whatever, and then you just watch the body language change, and someone may not leave here feeling 100% better, but if they can leave feeling better than how they walked in, that's step one of doing a good job.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
That was really great.
It's really nice to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys can reach out to Shannon online.
Yeah, our website is upperbeachhealth.com. Our Instagram, oh my gosh, I think it's the same.
Yeah, probably got to be similar.
If not, you can go to the website and the links are all there. Cool. Or you just look it up, Upper Beach Health and Wellness.
And the address is?
1937 Girard Street East, and we are on the southwest corner of Woodbine and Girard. Right in front of the streetcar stop.
Beautiful. Cool. Beautiful. Awesome. All right. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and we'll see you soon.